Hello everyone, Mike the MC, bringing you the self-care video. So you're turning into a traffic light, but what does that mean? Why am I bringing this kind of topic up? That kind of question. And so there's going to be a great theme with this. And so speaking to you on the side of, okay, becoming a professional, becoming very good at what you're doing, becoming the best, the number one reliable person. I think, in my opinion, when you start to grow and become the number one, or you're emerging, all of a sudden, you're starting to get a little more work on your plate, right? You're starting to gain all the extra responsibilities. Maybe some you liked, but maybe some that were just thrown to you because the boss, your coworkers, your supervisor, everyone is seeing that you are becoming an emerging player, an emerging star. All of a sudden now, because of that emergence, you are now going to be thrown a lot of responsibility. And so you can call it a curse, you can call it a blessing. What do you think? Now that you're going to become the number one superstar, everyone's now going to ask you for help. You are going to become the busy one. Late nights, not being with family, taking care of other extra errands that maybe people at the work weren't even doing in the first place, right? You became the goody-good, the responsible one, all because you were not saying no. All right. But like I say, that's really negative. On the positive side, you recognize, all right, I could take on the extra work. I could become number one. I'm going to do what people are afraid to do or not willing to do. I recognize that I'm going to take on the extra work. So on the positive side, we can see that can happen. Now, where am I going with this idea of a traffic light? The idea here is when you become the number one at your workplace, your school, your sports team, your band, in the family, etc., the church, whatever, all of a sudden now, you have to manage time. You have to manage who you work with at a given time, place, location, etc. And here's the thing, whether you're young or mid-career or older, right, you're going to recognize what I mean by this metaphor, that, all right, Mike the MC, I want your help. Hey Mike, I want your help. Hey Mike, I want your help. All of a sudden now I got 10 clients wanting me to work with them at the same hour of the day. And I'm like, oh my gosh, people, how am I going to get to each one of you and your special needs in this case? How am I going to get to spending time with each and every one of you and helping solve your problems? See, all of a sudden now you got to delegate the time. All of a sudden you got to use your calendar. All of a sudden now you got to say no to people because everyone is now trying to get that first hour with you. So yeah, you're becoming popular. Yeah, you're becoming number one. But now, as a traffic light, you have to put the red light to some people and the green light to some and say, okay, merge onto the road. All right, speed forward. All right, turn left, turn right. All right, flashing red. Okay, everyone come to a stop. I'm having an overload of work. My brain is going down. I'm just not able to plan right now. Everyone settle down. Oh, right? So where I'm going with this, you can see, is that when you are now becoming overworked, when you are now losing your precious time to help other people, you now have to make critical decisions. Who's your top client? Who's your priority? Are you going to go for the one who is most reliable, that will pay you and your company, give you good reviews? Or are you going to help the one maybe who is a new client, who needs help, that you know genuinely is in a tough situation, but they need someone like you, being number one, to step up for them in their case, to step at the plate, to swing the bat and say, okay, this new client, they have no clue of what's happening, but I'm going to swing the bat for them. I'm going to set aside my top client. But now we're diving into the politics. Now we're diving into the real world of like the boss telling you, no. You set aside the smaller clients and embrace the bigger ones. We need good reviews, Mike. We need good people for you to work with because we want more people to come to our agency. So now that is where the critical decision comes for you as a traffic light. Are you going to pass the ones who are most important on the green and set aside those who are maybe not as important on red or even on yellow, to put them at the yield even just for a moment to say, hey, hold on, I can manage the time with you. Just let me finish completing my work with the major clients right now. But this is going to be your critical decision as a future entrepreneur, leader, as a member of the band team, football team, whatever, whoever you are in the audience. You got to make tough decisions who you're going to help now, who you want to date, who you want to have a relationship with. You recognize your power. You recognize now that everyone wants to spend time with you. And how do you get so, I'm not trying to be egotistical on this, but the whole idea of having a bit of value. How did you get to this point of value now where it's like, okay, I say yes to you and no to you and yada yada. How do you get to that value? It's not faking it till you make it. It's recognizing that you got skills, you developed them, and now all of a sudden now, that responsibility is now on you because people recognize and they see your talents. They're visible. So do you want to be an emerging star, an emerging stoplight for now the road to come to you? Because now at that four-way, everyone's going to want to talk with you now. You got to let people in and let people out. See, you got to manage traffic. You become the boss? All right, good luck, Mr. Boss, Miss Boss. You got to handle all these clients, all these organizations now coming to you, asking you for help on their emails, saying, hey, I need help. Hey, can you come to my assistance right now? Hey, can my client come to you right now? Hey. Oh my gosh, right? This can drive anyone insane. This can make anyone's day go crazy, go bonkers, right? And I'm thinking, okay, in my perspective now, I'm not a boss, but if I'm going to be one, this is what's going to happen because I see now at this level, where I'm at now in my agency, I'm becoming a traffic light. And I got to say no to people. And I got to realize, okay, this is going to be my life now for a majority of it because I only have 24 hours in a day. Can I work with 2 clients at the same time? Can I work after hours to compensate, accompany somebody who needs my help now after the regular 9-to-5 job, right? Am I kind? Am I willing? Am I that generous to give of my life for somebody else? These are questions you have to answer too, for those of you who listen on my channel, as being a channel to help you grow, to recognize that you're going to face these kind of decisions when you become a parent, a role model, a leader, a pastor, a priest, right? Whatever you become in your own life, you're going to have to face these critical choices of being a traffic light for people. Do you allow the family who needs you to be converted to come to you right now for you to help them? Or are you going to help the family who is rich, who is wealthy in the community, who is probably the one who's going to give you a good review? But you're going to have to say no to like 10 other families in order for that one good one to tell you, hey, this priest is great. This pastor is amazing. Hey, this boss is amazing. You, everybody, come this way. This is the pastor you want to support. But you see, we're jumping into politics. We're diving into an area now where you're going to recognize being a reliable person, the politics, the influence, the popularity contests, all of a sudden, whether you liked it or not, people are going to want to throw you into the fire, into that game, into that participation, because you're participating in a world, in a working environment where other people are now busy that you are accompanying with. And you are recognizing, okay, I got to know who I trust now in these moments. I got to recognize now I can't give my phone number to everybody, my working email, my available time to everybody. All of a sudden now, if I'm to give everything to somebody and none to anybody, man, all right, that's my decision. That's my choice. That's me telling the people, okay, I've said no to you and yes to me. All of a sudden now, I am now becoming maybe the one big hated guy, hated lady in the town, all of a sudden. But that's the price you pay for becoming number one, for being the best, for wanting to take on the world, being a hero, macho man, right? Being a hero. And that's the thing, especially if you're a young person listening in on this video for my channel today, you recognize that I'm trying to tell you that the people, they may want you to be the hero today, but you're going to have to face so many challenges to maintain that success, to be number one, to be at the top of your game, to be up there, to be number one, to remain up there. You are going to have to wake up earlier. You're going to have to set time away from family. You're going to have to put some dedicated practice, some dedicated opportunities away even to settle down for you so that you are able to still go to training, to train to become the best. Because when you're number one and you become lazy at your position, eventually someone who's working harder than you will take over your spot. And so the pressure's on. The game is on. Whether you wanted to participate or not, the game is on. Now you have competitors coming your way. You're the busy traffic light. You're the busy traffic light now that has to be telling the rest of the world, hey, it's all on red. Hey, it's flashing red. Hey, it's on yellow. Hey, it's green. Everybody keep driving. Yada, yada, yada. All right, everyone merge. Everyone stop, because I cannot reset my color right now at the stoplight. I need to have a break. I need to have my situation fixed on the road. I need the construction crew to come and repair me. You want someone to bail you out, maybe. You want somebody to come to your aid. But hey, here's the thing. You're number one. People come to you for the aid, right? People come to you now because they want you to be the hero. And that's the thing. Are you going to have a hero? Someone to bail you out when you're in trouble? Do you have somebody to call when you're feeling really stressed out and saying, hey, me as a traffic light, I need a repair crew right now because my battery's about to run out. I've helped so many clients today, allowing people to work with me throughout the 9 to 5 hours, and then just putting my color on red because of everybody else. I couldn't work with them today. I have to set my calendar for them on other days to work with, because I'm starting to have an overload and I'm starting to break down. I'm starting to break under the pressure. Now you recognize true workloads happening in your life. You now recognize that you are now the most responsible person in the room. Are you the smartest? I hope so. But are you the most responsible? That's where this video is going. So if you want to be the most responsible one, be prepared to be taking on the good and the bad jobs of your work, your life, your career, your religion, your family. Everyone's going to want you to be the hero. And if you're not willing to be in that position, all right, take a step back, be the villain. And be strong and say no to people. You got this. Be strong. Be courageous. You got this. I know you can do it. I'm trying to do it. And it's a harsh lesson to learn in life, but that's it. Being able to have your traffic light on red, a big pause for you to reset and to recognize, hey, I need to add another extra lane, several lanes even, to my four-way, so I can handle more traffic. The more lanes I can handle, maybe even add in a bridge or a tunnel underneath at the four-way for people to get around me. That'll work, so that way people can merge away. I gotta reset myself and allow wherever I'm participating, the system I'm participating in, to work around me as well. So that way, no one is waiting on me to for me to be free from my time with one client to help you now in this other situation for another hour. I have to allow people to come to other counselors, to other workers, to other businessmen, to other co-workers of mine, other people who are just as good as capable as me to help other people. I have to say no so I can allow other people to be at the top right there as well. So these are just big questions that I want you to consider on this channel right now from this video of being a traffic light. When traffic becomes congested and you have to recognize, hey, do I add more traffic lanes? Do I add more red lights now to handle the workload? How am I going to handle this? How am I going to plan everyone in my calendar for the rest of the week? And when you are able to find answers to these questions, not just being reliable, but now you're able to say no, you are becoming the boss. You are emerging as a leader. And that is why you'll become probably the most successful one that you know in your community. People will come to you and you may grow wealthy. I don't know, popular, whatever the thing is. Or you just want to be honorable and recognize, hey, I'm the most reliable person in the community. All right, that's a victory. Good for you. Good for you. So whatever your motivation is, that's for you. But just letting you know, from me to you, that if you become a traffic light, traffic's going to get busy. You're going to get responsible. And I hope you're ready to embrace the challenge when it comes your way. Something to think about. All right, everyone, I hope this video finds you well today. Be courageous, be strong. And when you become a traffic light that people are relying on to be available for them to drive through, be prepared. You're going to have many people coming your way for you to work with. Responsibility. Being number one, becoming famous. And your coworkers may like you or become jealous of you now because of that. And so be prepared what you're going to face, who you're going to become, and the circumstances and effects that'll happen to you and your family as a result of you becoming that reliable in the community. Just things to consider. All right, everyone. Hope this video finds you well. Take care. Have a good one.